Guys, welcome to the Shawn Linton Talk Show. I'm your host, Dr. Linton. It is a bit evening time. It's much cooler, and I'm doing the last of my daily blog, and this blog is entitled "We Are as a," I've got my notes and everything, making our community and our country free from drugs, crime, and abuse, from drugs, crime, and abuse. Now, we can start by somebody say, how is that possible? Firstly, I must begin to say that we live into an age whereby a lot of people really don't know their place. They don't know proximity. I never, and my job and credibility does not precede personality, passing boundaries personally with anybody. I'm far too busy and far too I've got a large responsibility to do that. That's not my place. Whenever I speak in the capacity of delivering of empowerment, and that is definitely not coming from a personal perspective. From a personal perspective, and that I mean, if something is kept between your individuality, it is kept between your place, it is kept between your business, it is your ethics. My moral code of ethics would be immoral to push that door down, to infringe on that right. So my blogs and my shows and conferences and seminars across the country. And by that, I said, we have been having meetings in London for many years. I've been granted money from the government to have, as a mentor, to keep seminars for young people in North London and in West London, across London. I do still work in and do a lot of work in Bedford and London. Again, the MP and also the Prime Minister and also the Member of Parliament actually know about the work that we do. I was awarded an excellent award and also several different awards for my work and outstanding work in the community and also in Jamaica also. So that is my role and also in the capacity. So whenever I work or say, I come from that capacity, never from a personal or a busybody perspective, because that is not I'm not a paparazzi, neither am I the tabloids, but as a humanitarian, we stand for the right for everybody, and we put information for everybody, all race, culture, nationality, and religion across the globe. We speak for the community, we speak for people, we stand up for the right, and we let our voice be heard, and we encourage people to do so. Worse, we are in a country, and in this country is the United Kingdom. It is freedom of choice. You have got a right of your opinion, and you should voice your opinion. You have got a right to speak and let your voice be heard, and that you should do, and we encourage everybody to do so. But do so in a respectable way, as long as it's not infringing and being disrespectful to anybody. But you need to understand that you are free. You're free to say stop, and you're free to say, I will think about it. So in order for us to make our community better, I can simple start up by Michael Jackson, the song that he sung, Man in the Mirror. That is a famous song. Man in the mirror. The person that is looking back at me is the first person fundamentally that we can start out by making a change. If I should look in a man in the mirror, then I have got a right to make a change. And we start out individually. And I know it is difficult because of the economy prices, of people's background, of people's raising. Some people is in care, some people, grandparents, some people did not have much. I do understand jobs and financial issue and children issues and bereavement issues and drugs and just different sort of issues that can make people's frustration and make people feel a bit agitated. But we haven't got an excuse. We have got a right to start again every day. Apologize and move on and keep doing that, because we are here to promote the liberty in making our country, our individual free. And as I said, it's the change begin first with oneself. And anything you practice, then you become perfect. If you practice, you will become perfect. Never you stop, but keep practicing, keep moving, and you got to maintain focus. If you are going to win, if you are going to go somewhere, you have to first be tenacious. You've got to be, you've got to harden your system and your mind and your senses like a steel, and direct it and keep moving. Do not be distracted. Do not be distracted. Do not look to the right. Do not train your senses to listen to people of your kind. You know, they said birds of a feather do flock together. So you find the bird that is flocking together with you. You listen to the voice that is helping you, that is helping you, motivating you, and taking you to your level of progress and destiny, you know, because you've got to be able to be prosperous, but it's going to be a fight. It ain't going to come easy. So I'm here to actually give you the tool and give you the system in how for you, in how to prepare and how for you to get yourself ready. And I can start by my experience. You know, and this is just very briefly, this is just a short snippet. You know, I was brought up in the church. I was, you know, from a family, very strong religious leader, political and strong professional family, very strong. You know, we don't, you know, give up that easily. And I started out on television when I was very young. You know, I stopped because of the church, because we didn't, you know, how it was at the time. And I have modeled, I've acted and danced, you know. Modeling just came at an accident, you know. And these things, a lot of these things I did behind the scenes. I write. I've got a book of songs. I'm in the process of, these should have finished before, but before the year done, I've got 2 books, should be completed. So I'm very busy working from home. Now I did my charity work is what I pride very much so. I do a whole lot of charity and humanitarian work across the globe, which I enjoy. I enjoy going to Jamaica and sending things, barrels for the kids, you know, the young kids, the children. I go to the schools, I help teach the little ones, you know, how to well, they actually teach me too, you know, and it's really good. I enjoy doing that, and what I do in the capacity of an ambassador, and I'm patron for a number of charities and advocate for a lot of causes, and I do work tirelessly, but I enjoy what I do, and I you know, travel back and forth, back from London, back in the night. You know, my corner shop that I support, that I do love it 100%. And a lot of the people, especially the older and the younger ones, are just tremendously, everybody, but you know, some stand out like very shining stars. And I remember, you know, when you know, a short snippet that I was attacked, you know, abused, you know, people you know, to spread my name, just a small set of abusers that, you know, it came at a time that I was excuse me, man, I need water. I'm outside and I haven't got water or somebody helping me today. I'm doing this video myself. Yeah, and it was at a point whereby I was not struggling, but I was trying to find how can I fit, you know, my professional life along with my career in the church and all of that together. So I was still in the not two minds, but I still was deciding Okay, how effectively do I do that? And I was in just a state, I was affected, abused, people come against me. I didn't work, as a model. I was doing prostitution. I just abusive language. I have got no experience. I've got immigration problem. These are all accusers that came against me and saying all of these things. And I did flip out, And one thing I would like to make clear, I never said nobody did not like me. I never passed that remarks. I'm never some insecure, weak, emotional, demented person. Oh no, you'll find I'm not. I was particularly talking about this person. I know sometimes writings and so forth because of perception can come out that, but I did not say that, or that was never my intention. I was talking to some particular individual that I was not ready at the time to speak because I was dealing with what I was dealing with, and I had to leave it until I was ready to touch it. I'm ready to deal with this matter, and I will be dealing with it. And I'm not dealing with it from, as I keep saying before, from a revenge perspective. I'm dealing with it as a form of a project in my humanitarian portfolio to help those people who really is in need and need help. The information I will put out there, and these are all allegations are lies, and they are accusation, and they are demeaning, and they are discrediting, and they are actually propaganda against my reputation and against my good name, and the other remarks that is passed, that I stay home because I'm stressed. I would like you to know that I'm psychologically well, I'm mentally well. There is nothing wrong with my mind. My philosophical mind is fit. My psyche, you will find, is very much in operation. If I was the person that is sick in the brain or demented, then you will find that then we would not have a problem or an issue in this country. There is nothing wrong with my mind. I am at home because I work from home, and I'm not at home drinking and drunk and playing with oneself and just sleeping. Oh, no, I'm not. You will find that I'm at home working. And if I take a rest, I think I'm entitled to that because I work very hard, And when I'm actually at home in my personal space, I think I'm entitled to, I believe that one is entitled to one's privacy and proximity when one is in their private domain and should not be intruded. I think you will find that is an invasion, and I think invasion is a form of terrorism, and that is there's a law against that. So I have gone through all of that, but still standing. And as I said, I hold no hard feelings. I never think that people don't like me. I'm talking about a particular set of people. I'm not talking about the church people that I was brought up in. There's a particular set of people that are affiliated with some churches and they try to block me and try to destroy my reputation. They are not my good church people. They are a set of people that I've got no interest, because I'm busy working and I really don't want that to be a focus point. And that is what I was trying to say on social media, to say, give me a break. Stop emailing me. Right now my email has crashed. And I've got issue from it since when my system was acting. All my pages were acting. The police was involved. It was a time. But I understand people, and I haven't got a problem because, I've did a project that a lot of people that has happened to. And account has been clowned and catfish and all of that. But you move on. I haven't got a problem. But I have to also set the record straight, because this is my good name. And I've worked too hard and long to preserve the name that I carry, so I really needed to be cleared. I'm not crazy. Of course I may be